Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Today I want to look at this new bow on offer from Topoint Archery, or from Daibow. It's called the Vigor. It's new, literally just came to my store today. So I just wanted to show it to you, show you the latest offerings out of China and some new technology I thought was interesting. So I think, let me just pull some numbers off the top of my head, or maybe I should just read the spec chart here. I'm going to guess 31 inches axle. The bow says it shoots at 350 feet per second. If it shoots that, I'll be amazed. Weighs 4.3 pounds. It feels like 4.3. Slightly forward balanced. Axle 29.5. Brace height 6. Let off 75. Comes in 50, 60 or 70. Machine riser. It comes in camo or black, 26.5 to 30.5, twin cam. So twin cam with your yoke system built into the cam, so that's like your PSEs and Dartons. And string links, and that's about it. So now what's unique about this bow first off? So Topoint, or Daibow is going to be a new brand from Topoint, just aimed at the kind of elite compound market, not having the beginner lines in it, just sort of top end. And that's what they've done with this bow. So I don't even know the price point of this. I haven't even looked it up. So that's probably going to be hard because you're like, well, how much is this going to sell for? So rotating module here. You've got a lock-in system there. I would like probably a lock-in system up here, the same as in the bow I just looked at from Daibow, called the Stronghold. They had a lock-in system there and a lock-in system there. Whether it's needed or not, that's another question, but I would like it. It's a roller. You can see the roller bearings in the cams, which is nice. They've got settings on the side here to show you what letter it is on, to set the draw length, which is nice. The cams actually nicely machined, lots of space here. Lighter cams make this bow faster. Machined yoke here, that's similar to your Matthews. Other companies use this, High Country. Machine limb pockets. This is unique. This is this is the cable slide. This reminds me of the Bears and the Jennings of old. Metal rollers down here. Now you can actually change the position of this in or out. This is unique. In or out. So you've got these different holes here. So you can move it up or down and move it in or out. And that's by these Allen keys that go into this riser here. That's pretty unique. Lower mount stabilizer position. That's pretty cool. String sights cool. That's unique. I haven't seen one like that before. And it's kind of built into the riser. It's kind of built in, but it's not. That's kind of, like, see here, like this piece here. You think that's built into the riser, but it's actually a separate piece. I don't know if that's going to vibrate against here or not. Graphics on the limbs look nice. Look, it's a nice feeling bow. Let's just try the draw cycle out. So this is a 60. It feels pretty hard. So it's really building up quite hard here. I've hit the valley and it's still holding a fair bit of weight. I don't know if this is going to shoot 350, but it's going to be fast. I think it's going to be fast because there's very little let off. The valley's short. The draw cycle's pretty good. You can see these cams are big cam, very much like the Bears and that type of cam system. It's like kind of like a PSE cam system. I don't know. Nice string stop here. I really like the groove that's in that draw stop. Maybe you can see that. I'm going to try and zoom in on that. But the draw stop's got like a groove in it for the string to sit in. Because sometimes with the modules, if you pull it back, the string pulls straight past that. The design of that, how it's got that groove just in there. I'll try and zoom in. So that groove. That to me is clever. this I didn't see that move that much, and kind of how that moves backwards. It's kind of cool. So that gets to the price point. Where's this going to sit on the market? Now I haven't looked at the price of this bow. I haven't listed it, so I'm just looking at this going, well, what can improve, what can be better? Now I'm going to guess there's a decent manual which comes with this, because there was with this Stronghold I just did a review on. I think this bow looks edgy. I think the look looks nice. Now, does it look like a Hoyt? No, it doesn't. Does it look like a PSE? No, it doesn't, because those bows have got their own look and feel. And I think Daibow have come out with their own look and feel with this, and I don't think it's a bad look and feel. It kind of reminds me of a couple of other manufacturers that I don't stock, with this kind of design here. I don't know what they are, so but the lines I like. It's a kind of a cool looking design, and definitely different to other bows. How do I think this will shoot? I think this will shoot pretty good. Where does this price point on the market, and where do I expect it to be? So your bottom line Topoint bows retail in Australia for about 200. Now this is clearly better than those, so it's not in that price point. Topoint produced some other bows around the $400 mark, which are better. This bow is clearly better than those, so this is clearly better than the $400 bow. So that brings me to a $500 price point, which is basically the start of the American beginner line compound bows. Now this bow is clearly better than those. However, you don't have that backup support and that lifetime warranty that you get from the American brands. So how would this rate against the top of the line American bows? Look, it's probably going to rate quite well against them, to be honest with you. But it's that pull, the customer service, buying a brand you don't know about, the backup service, the quality, how's this bow going to be in a year's time? Those questions are the things on your mind when you're buying this kind of bow. So I'm going to guess a price point in this bow. Where would I expect to see it on the market? I think if this bow is priced on the market at probably between 700 and 800 Australian dollars, that's about 500 American dollars. I think it's an interesting bow at that price. I don't know if you'll sell many of them, because I think at that price point people will probably still buy the American product. But the American products won't have limb pockets like this. They will be plastic. And I think for me that's where the Chinese product, the Chinese brand needs to pick up, you know, the customer service and the whole support thing. They need to be there while producing a quality product. It's that support and the backup service, and it's how much are you going to pay for that? How much do you pay for a lifetime warranty? I'm just going to check the poundage on this bow on a scale. It definitely felt like 60. As I strain. That was harder than it felt. 58 pounds. Now this is a 60-pound bow. Would people accept 58 when they buy a 60? Probably not. If it was an American-made product, they definitely wouldn't accept it. So, okay, so let's just address that point also. Now, how do you increase the poundage of your bow if it comes in under the pound? You can either lengthen the string, which you really can't do, or you shorten your cables. So to increase this bow by about 2 pounds, you're going to have to twist up this string here. You need a bow press to do that. And I would do it by twisting it. I would take the string off here, off the cam, and give it some twists, in which case I need to retime this cam to make sure top and bottom cams hit at the same point. Now, 2 pounds is going to be that much of cable adjustment. Literally, it'll be like 3 twists on the cable, maybe 4 twists on the cable to increase it to 2 pounds. I think it should come out of the factory pre-tested on a bow scale. But honestly, I think this is a nice product. The edges are sharp. I'd probably like the edges a little bit more angled. When I say angled, less sharp on the edge. It's quite a, like if you got hit on the head by that, it would hurt. So I'd probably like the edges a little bit curved, but the machining on this looks first class. I can't see any defects on it at all. The black is like a matte black. It's nice. It's a pretty good look. It's a pretty good product from what I can see. Now I'm going to do a full bow review on this, where I shoot it, put it through a chronograph and compare it. But I like these limb pockets. Now I'm just going to go, normally in my reviews I compare this product to other ones on the market, similar price point. And I'm just going to say, look, I think this bow is going to be alright. It's just when you buy a new product and a new brand, you've got to take that in consideration. That's going to drop the price of that product because it's new on the market. And a bit like the Kia cars from Korea when they came out, they were cheaper and now they're expensive. So I think Topoint is very much in that flavour of the market. They've started producing cheap products, got in the market, they're established, they're pumping products out, and now they're producing higher quality products, coming up with some of their own tech. I guess this is their tech. So yeah, some of their designs are pretty good. American limbs, if I didn't mention that. These are the same limbs as you see on most bow companies. So overall, the Vigor, I'm pretty interested to see how this shoots. And how interested am I? Well, I have the new Matthews in, the Traverse and the Vertex, and I'm probably more interested to see how this shoots, which is kind of interesting because you think, oh well, why wouldn't you want to try those? I guess it's because they look the same as they did last year, where this looks kind of new, the edges, the design looks new, this looks new, some new ideas, and I'm just kind of interested to try out something new. So we'll put some sights on this and do a full bow review hopefully this weekend. I'm Stephen Han from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching, and the more you shoot, the better you shoot. And also I would like full specs on the limb here to say what the poundage is, what the draw length is, what the string sizes are, what the cable sizes are, and even a sticker saying what size draw length is what size module, because that would just make it easier for shop sellers and consumers. Nothing worse than grabbing a bow and going, well, what's my draw length? What's it set on? It's like, I don't know what this means. 1, 2, 3, I don't know what that means. Where if you had a little chart saying 1 means 29 inches, 2 means 30 inches, keep life simple for people. So that's my point on that. But I think a pretty good product. I would like the ability to fit a 2-piece quiver to this because this is obviously a hunting bow. But overall, pretty good. I'm Stephen Han. Thanks for watching and have a nice night. Thanks, bye.